a friend of mine actually uh, gave me the my very first black metal album. I mean, the album that, because I didn't know what is black metal. I never heard about it, and I had
And
no
the
idea.
album was
The Philosophy album from Person.
of
So,
course.
so what happened is like because that was during the time when the CDs were just getting popular, but still very not so many people had the CD, and I didn't have the CD player, but this guy had one. And then he just called me one day, and it was a Thursday, and then he told me that, I got some black metal music, and I was like, "What the fuck is black metal? What is more extreme than death metal?" And he was like, "No,
Black
that."
metal.
And then he invited me to his place to just record these albums for me. I mean, like from the
Mhm.
CD to the tape. So I brought some tapes, and so we just he just there was actually two CDs. There was a Cradle of Filth album. The I guess it was the Principle, the 1994 album,
Oh yeah,
Principle
the
of
first one,
Human
I think.
Flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the album, and
Cool.
the Philosopher. And just I got the tape, and I just went back home, and that still today I remember that night exactly, because it changed my life. Like, so I came back home, and the first thing I do, like probably everyone like us, go to your room, check the tape, and like, because it was also very hard to find new music. I'm still talking about the time which internet was not playing any role, that much,
Could you just
and
give me a quick reference as to what year was this roughly?
well, I mean, it's hard for me to remember exactly, but I'm just referring to my age, because back in that time I was around like 19 or something. So it
Okay.
was, yeah. And what happened is like, I just go to my room, I put the tape and play it, and as soon as it starts, I'm like, oh, something went wrong. This sounds wrong, because the quality of the Philosophy album, and when you listen to Death, that's imagine symbolic album from Death, or like, I don't know, or a Human, that record with all the the clarity
Yeah.
of the instrument, and then the Philosophy album, the distortion, the atmosphere. I was like, first for a second I thought, oh, something went wrong, this sound like something is not right. But then I was like, oh damn, that is weird. So I just turn off the light, go like lay on my bed, and listen to this album 5 times in a row that night. And that's when everything changed for me. It's like, because it was unknown, it was mysterious, I couldn't understand it. At the same time, I loved it. It was mesmerizing. I was just uh, I I don't know, for some reason the first image came to my head, like when I just closed my eyes and listening to this album, and it was some like forest, which ridiculously afterwards, when I watched the only music video from that album is in the forest with some trees. I was like, what
Yeah.
the hell,
Wow.
But yeah, so I mean, like, it was mostly just something that I would discover because I couldn't understand, but at the same time I fell in love with, and I just wanted to just listen to it again and again and again, and it's like 5 times in a row. And then I didn't even check the Cradle of It album that night. It was enough for me. I just checked that album 5 times, and then I fell asleep, and that was it. That changed my life. I knew that, okay, I'm gonna play this music.